They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones buying time to his left. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Giants at 6-5 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he will slide down with a good gain. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Sliding out of the pocket. His pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the hurdle that time, a great hurdle. Gives him the extra ground to gain for the first. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Steps away to his left. And that'll be caught by Tony. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Jones finding Tony for a Giants first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, New York. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders. at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Powell. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Bellinger, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
There's a little bit of enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Powell. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Reagor from 8 yards out. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 23. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them offsides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And Howe will throw it. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
4th down, Howell. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. Rolling to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Howell. They'll roll him out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Just keeping the play alive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Jones. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Jones. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gano the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Howell try to pick it up on third. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Reagor with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Jones. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Jones now on 3rd down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants extend their lead yet again. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So here we go, 4th down. Howell on the move to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Jones throw complete to Rager. And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Off the bootleg. Jones rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Jones throwing on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Tony. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Tony. Touchdown, Giants! Kadarius Toney, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd down. Howell now. Out to his left. This to McLaurin out on the left side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Howell. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
They'll go with Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
they're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Cano now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should...